Hey y'all, so we're going to try something a little different today. I have a sewing project that I'm going to work on. Ruby has been doing a great job potty training, so I promised her a new pair of underwear.
My new toys are very cozy.
Oh good. But Ivy is wearing her underwear that I made her today, and she's a big fan, so Ruby is pretty excited.
No,
There you go. Have the pattern piece. We got our Star Wars fabric, because who doesn't need a pair of Star Wars underwear? Fold it over. I've got my pattern piece laid on top of it. I'm going to grab my pattern weights to keep it from shifting around. How cute are these? Devin and the girls made these for me. This one is my absolute favorite. Got a little baby handprint on it. They were so little. Handy dandy rotary cutter, which belonged to my grandma. Has new blades though. Always change your blades. If you've never felt like the most popular person in the room, I suggest having kids and then trying to do something for yourself. You haven't paid attention to me all morning. But right here, right off camera. Ruby, what color waistband do you want?
Orange.
You want orange? Okay, I can do that. Okay, so I've tidied up the edges of my fabric a little bit so that I can use my quilting ruler to cut out the waistband and the leg bands. First time I've made a tripod video, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to cut my head off
Mom,
in most of this. It also occurs to me that maybe my camera should be tilted the other way. I don't really have any experience using pins because I work mostly with knit fabrics. I started out using clips and I love them, and I stab myself way less than when I try and use pins. So just attaching the side seams here. So when I'm doing a project, I like to clip as many of the seams together as possible at once so that when I sit down at my machine, I can just go through and do them all so I don't have to prep as I go. So this is one of the leg bands, so I'm just gonna sew a seam, make it into a circle. So we are ready to move to the machine. So very important step when sewing with small kids around is to ensure that they have not run off with your pedal. It is plugged in. I have a walking foot on my machine because I find that when I do something that involves a lot of stretching bands to fit, especially on small kids' clothes, they get really wavy. Walking foot helps with that a lot. Got our 1/2 inch seam allowance here. And just zoom through this.
Moving my head into the screen.
Oh, you're trying to move your head into the screen?
Yeah.
What if your head gets stuck in the screen? What then?
Mom.
Mom jokes. Okay, time to do the bands. Okay, so here is all the pieces with their individual seams. Next step will be to sew them all together. But you need to mark the quarter points of both the leg holes and the leg bands so that you can match them up, because the leg bands are much smaller than the holes because you want it to have an elastic effect. We are going to match up our clips like so. And this will just mean that our leg bands are evenly distributed around the leg hole. Here, how you have extra fabric, so when I sew, I'm going to stretch it like that. So it is always the simple, straightforward, gonna be a quick little project that gets you. I had all kinds of problems, which have resulted in some very uneven seams, but that's okay. She's 2, she won't notice. The stretch in my bands was not as much as I thought it was, so they were having a real struggle to stretch to fit the holes that they go in. So that is what gave me most of my troubles. And then, you know, my bobbin ran out and I didn't notice these things happen. So now everything's assembled. I'm just going to use a zigzag stitch to top stitch it, and then they'll be done. I am always tempted to use fancy top stitches that, you know, they look so cute. Always messes up my project. So I'm gonna be chill today, use a zigzag top stitch. We're done. I think she's gonna be pretty excited when she gets up from her nap. We'll see if I can. Are you ready for a surprise?
Yes.
Yeah, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, close your eyes. What are these?
There's so many. I put them on.
Are you so excited?
Yeah, can I put them on?
You want to put them on right now?
Yes.
Okay.